Okay, I think so. Okay, I'm in my studio with a fellow artist, Carol, and she's watching me experiment with paints. And some of these are pigments. Right.
Now, did you add a pour medium to your paints when you mixed it?
These I did. This is a pigment.
Okay.
This here. They're called primary elements, and they're made by Color Art. And
So,
depending on the, like these are different. These are mixed a little different than what I normally do. But like I said, I'm just experimenting with something. Whoa.
how did you start with this?
Actually, several years ago, I saw a video of an artist that was doing, she was taking acrylic skin, so she wasn't pouring on a canvas. She was pouring on a large piece of plastic. And then she would, once it was all dry, she would peel it off and she would attach it to a canvas and like collage with it.
Oh, that's interesting.
Which was pretty cool. I did these, all right. And
I always had students, when we did paintings, would end up with a skin and go, oh, I wish I could do something with this.
oh, you could do all kinds of things
you know.
with skins. You can make jewelry out of them. You can collage with them. This is sparkly. Very sparkly. I don't want too much, I don't think. Alright. I can always add more. New techniques to new organizing methods. So I'm putting black paint on here.
What I think is really fascinating about this is,
What's that?
wow, that's nice. You have so many things going on, but it's always a surprise what it turns out to be.
Right. That's what I like about pouring. I like doing a pour and then embellishing it with something else. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Which I've done several times.
This texture is really something else. Now, when you do this with a paper towel, you get a different look, correct? Or is the texture...
It's about the same. It's just, it's kind of hard to do what I'm doing now with a paper towel. Paper towel, I'll use to do if I was doing the whole canvas at one time. It's harder to control. Yeah, the paper towel's pretty.
At this rate, you'll never throw out anything ever again.
Oh, I just cleaned out my home studio. Like, got rid of a bunch of stuff.
Now, is it the interaction of the different paints that causes the texture?
Different paints together will well, there's no really any texture on here. This is just my paint. interacting. I have a different, this is called a cell activator, the black.
Okay.
It's only called that because of the way I mixed it. So that's just mixed with Australian Floetrol, which is different than American Floetrol.
That's where I wondered where the little
Amsterdam black paint. And then my colors, some are pigments, some are paints, like to paint, are mixed with an enamel base and Rust-Oleum triple thick.
So every time you add something different, you get a different result, correct?
Yes. Now I'm going to spin it. Oh, you won't get anything on you. It will all stay in here. Ready? And you don't want to spin it too fast.
Well, I noticed in the previous one you spin it several times and also reverse directions.
Yeah. Whoops. Oh, I have to quit doing that. I keep leaning in, and then I push this in.
And then forget.
Because I wasn't thinking when I got 12-inch high sides. So there's that. The only part I don't like is this.
Can you add something to it?
Mm-hmm.
I like the contrast between what happened here and what happened over here.
Oops. I really like this pineapple. This pigment was called Pineapple Crush. This yellow. I think it's so pretty. And I rarely use yellow if you look at my artwork.
Use a lot of blues.
I do. I use a lot of blue, a lot of purple. Very rarely do I use magenta. I use, but I don't use very seldom do I use green, red, or yellow. Why I don't know. It's just just me.
There you go.
There we are. Never think you're stuck with something you don't like.
You're getting better at backing away.
All right.
That's much better. You can't even tell where that was. It's over here.
Yep. Because I've got that going here, and I've got this similar going here. Just the thing about pouring, you're not, it's kind of hard to do a composition. When you sit down with a paintbrush, you usually have an idea of your composition, but when you pour, depending on the technique, you know, like the wave, I had something in mind, and the background was all done with brush, and the wave was done fluid after the background dried.
Well, and with this, you have to be flexible.
With this, you pretty much, you know.
There's a fairy tale quality to this piece that I really like.
I like it. Thank you for visiting